Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader. I have a message for Aries today. I have asked my guides and spirit to come through the cards and a message and in feelings and words that will help you as you navigate your journey this week and what's ahead to set you up for success. So if you're new to this channel, so glad you're here, and I encourage you and welcome you to subscribe so that you can stay in contact every week with this high vibrational information from the other side. And if you're returning, welcome back, and thank you so much for your support. It really means the world to me. So let's get straight into your reading. We've got some good news, and we've got some practical news as well. So the energy around you, kind of the energy that the universe is putting around you this week, is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is good news. This is a shift from the way things have been. I feel like with this card, things are starting to turn around for the better for you. And you're feeling like you're seeing a little bit more movement. And it's also that you feel quite inspired and kind of like buoyed up by this new positive energy that just seems to kind of be streaming through for no apparent reason. It's got you really excited and kind of fired up. So yeah, I just feel like this kind of excitement and energy around this card. Now, when we look at how you respond with the Page of Cups. So this means that your emotions are on the forefront of this energy. So this is where we start to talk about the cautionary, because things are feeling so good and so inspirational that it's almost like you're letting your emotions get carried away. Like they're taking you a little too far, perhaps, or your first response is emotional, not rational. And that's not a bad thing. It's really good to be in tune with your emotions and with your gut feelings and your intuition. But we have a page here. We don't have the higher Queen or King, which says that we're in mastery of it. This card still tends to be swept away by their emotions. So let's see how that plays in, because the rest of your story and your advice is kind of building on those ideas I just put out for you. So we've got the Ace of Cups going off by itself this way. Then the Strength card to its back, Eight of Wands, Four of Pentacles meeting those two 8 energies, and then the Ace of Pentacles on the other side. So you're flanked by two aces. You see the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So let's see, where do we even start? I'm not sure where to start. So again, we see this emotional energy kind of sweeping you away, like literally being swept away by the tide of your emotions. You see all the water on this card, but you're being given a clear message through the rest of these cards that that's not going to put food on the table, to put it very practically. The emotional energy, the emotional excitement is not enough in itself to really bring this project forward. So let's go into the rest of this. And I think I'm feeling sometimes that impatience that you get with a fire sign, especially the Aries energy. We want things to happen so quickly and so fast that we get so impatient. And there's just a little bit in that, because emotionally you're feeling so connected to this thing that you want to have happen. And you're so excited about it. It just feels right to you, and you can't wait for it to just be like here right now. But we've got two things going on. We've got the Strength card and we've got the Eight of Wands. We've got two 8s, and 8s talk to us about momentum and forward movement. The 8 is such an interesting number, because when you turn it on its side, you get the infinity symbol, and you can do this and draw this forever. So you feel very strongly about this position. Your emotions are keeping you in a very strong focus about this vision that you have, and you're willing to stand up for it, the Strength card, which is really good. And you're also willing to go, to quote a well-known movie, to go the distance with your Eight of Wands card. And I love that these two are together, because it means that you're in it for the long haul. You're not just like, oh yeah, it's a good idea today, but tomorrow it doesn't feel great, I'm not going to do it. These emotions have really stirred up something deep in you, and you're willing to commit to the idea, however long it takes and however much you have to stand up for it. And that's really positive. I'm sorry, this Ace of Cups is sliding around. but it meets the Four of Pentacles. And my guide said this four is not what you think, because the Four of Pentacles for me is usually a certain set of meanings, but for you, they said it's something different. It's that this Four of Pentacles is kind of a wiser, a differently informed energy. So remember that all of your emotions and your intentions and your actions have been coming out of that strong emotional place. This Four of Pentacles is connected more to the ground. It's connected more to rationality and thoughts and practicality and logic. So it's saying, okay, yes, you're going, yes, you're going, but hang on a second. Let's just wait and regroup and think about this, because have you really thought, and here we come to our other ace, have you really thought about all of the smaller details? Does your first step have to be such a big leap, or is there a smaller step that you could do that will set you in the right direction? You see, this Ace of Pentacles wants to support these guys, but because your vision is so big and your ambitions are huge, and because you're swept away with the emotion of that idea, with the emotion of that ambition, it's almost like you're losing sight of what actually has to happen. So let me ask if they can give me an example to try to explain this a little bit. Guys, can you give me an example, please? Okay, so it's sometimes like when you're trying to build a business and you get everything done. You get your branding done, you get your logo made, you get your stationery done. Do people do stationery anymore? I don't even know. You get your logo done, but you haven't actually done the research of, will this work with my market? Is my market actually looking for this? Are there going to be clients that are interested in what I have to offer? Is this the right place to launch this business? It's like the little nagging practical things that are not so fun when you've got this big, beautiful vision of what your business could be. But the problem is that you could have a big, beautiful business, but if there's no customers, how can your big, beautiful business keep surviving? So it's like if you opened up a chocolate shop in a place where people are allergic to chocolate, and that would be horrible, tragic for everyone involved, right? On both sides. But you have to do those practical little things. So there's a small detail or a couple small details that are trying to get your attention. Because if we don't address those details, we can't move the big engine of these two eights together. We can't move it forward. So your Four of Pentacles here is an opportunity just to sit down and say, okay, wait a second. Here's my big vision. Here's where I am. What is the first small step I do in the direction of my big vision that helps me get there? So I feel like what will happen if you don't consider the practicality is if you jump for that big vision first, there's going to be all sorts of setbacks and holdups, and you're going to get so frustrated because you've committed to this. You've said, I'm going to do it. And you're going to get so frustrated and discouraged that you may end up abandoning the project completely, or abandoning the relationship completely because of that discouragement. Yet you know that you were so emotionally and intuitively connected to this thing that you're trying to achieve. So you know that dropping it is the wrong thing. So these cards are trying to encourage you to go about this the right way, so that your big vision is supported by the little steps and everybody gets there. All the aspects of you get there at the time that they're supposed to get there. So I think, yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure we were done. Thank you so much for joining me. I do love doing these readings for you, and just wanted to let you know that I am also available for private one-on-one readings. You can find out more at trueguidancetarot.com. There's also information about tarot classes, which are offered online, as well as the readings are. So if any of that interests you, please check it out, and I will see you next week. Have a good one.